Regulatory compliance driving crypto's cross-chain evolution. Welcome. Today we're looking at one of the most consequential tensions in crypto, how regulatory compliance is shaping the future of cross-chain activity, the movement of assets and value across different blockchains. As cross-chain systems grow more central to decentralized finance and crypto at large, regulators, developers, and users are all asking the same question. How do we keep innovation alive while preventing illicit activity? Cross-chain functionality promises seamless transfers between networks, new composability, and richer DeFi experiences. But those same bridges and messaging layers introduce anti-money laundering blind spots. When value moves across chains, traditional monitoring tools can struggle to provide a clear, auditable trail. That gap raises legitimate concerns about money laundering, sanctions evasion, and other illicit uses, concerns that are forcing the industry to confront compliance in ways it hasn't before. For DeFi protocols that depend on cross-chain rails, the dilemma is acute. DeFi's strengths are decentralization and rapid innovation. Yet many regulatory frameworks expect controls like AML and KYC that are easier to implement in centralized settings. Protocols face a stark choice: adjust architecture and governance to meet tighter compliance expectations, or lean into decentralization and hope community-driven approaches suffice. Some projects have pursued stricter on-ramps and compliance layers to enable broader adoption. Others prioritize permissionless access and self-regulation, accepting greater regulatory uncertainty. Regulators have a pivotal role to play. Clear, technology-aware guidance can reduce uncertainty and give teams guardrails to build toward. But regulators must balance oversight with an openness to new business models and innovations that don't fit neatly into existing rules. One promising path is for regulators to use the same technical tools they regulate: blockchain analytics, cross-chain monitoring, and standards for data sharing between networks and enforcement bodies. That approach can help surface suspicious activity while preserving legitimate cross-chain use cases. The future of cross-chain crypto will hinge on adaptation on both sides. Industry stakeholders need practical, interoperable compliance solutions. Regulators need to evolve their understanding and expectations for decentralized architectures. Collaboration, whether through standards bodies, public-private initiatives, or iterative rulemaking, will be essential. When regulators, technologists, and users engage constructively, it becomes possible to design bridges and protocols that reduce AML blind spots without killing the composability that makes cross-chain innovation valuable. In the end, regulatory compliance is not just an obstacle to overcome, but a design constraint that can drive better, more resilient systems. Cross-chain crypto's next chapter will be written by projects that thoughtfully integrate compliance considerations into their protocols and by regulators willing to engage with the technology rather than simply ban or constrain it. That balance will determine whether cross-chain becomes a secure foundation for mainstream crypto adoption or a frontier mired in uncertainty. Thank you for listening. Stay curious and keep watching how regulation and innovation shape the next phase of crypto.